Good morning, everybody. I'm still trying to get set up here. It's fairly early in the morning. Got a few things I'm looking at. Turn off the alarm in case I overslept. Hey, I look like crap today. Alright. So, I've been messing around with this. I got a few different screens going now to make this a little bit easier. This is Ford right here. I've been trading Ford off and on quite a bit. Let's just take a quick look to see where we're at. We're not above. I think we're gonna break above here soon. Looks like we're going to be trading near 12, so we're breaking above on this candle. We've got a lot of room to go. I've been thinking about trying to do an option trade on this, but I have not done too many options. But I don't think we're going to go any lower than 11.5. Or I'll say 11. I don't think that's going to happen. If it does, it's just going to be a quick dip. So I'm pretty confident at the price that I'm in, 11.8. I did buy like back here somewhere, and then I bought back in down here. Did sell some up here. And so I've been buying and trading this off and on. It's just, this is a stock that I trade periodically for a while. So today it's gapping up pretty good. We're above yesterday's highs. Not pre-market, but we're still above yesterday's high. We could see this do a fairly good green climb today, but as we can see here, it was doing fairly well pre and then failed post or when the market opened. Let me switch over to you guys to these screens. Oh, I gotta fix this. Edit. There we go. Alright, so this screen here is FinViz. This is the screen that I use for just about everything. So I'll just got you guys sitting over there for a second. So it's going to be a little slow until about an hour from here at 8:30. Oh, less than an hour. But 8:30, all this is going to be going a lot quicker. I got about 110,000 I can use to trade today. So I got a couple dollars. But I'm not going to try to trade and make $1 million today. I've had some bad trading days, so I'm just trying to make profit today. Alright. This stock here, we're going to go ahead and put it over here. I traded this one Friday. I made a little bit of money on it. Down in this area right here. I did not see this afternoon, run. That was actually really kind of good. I was thinking about trying to get into it, but then we had this midday crash right here. Or not midday, just before the market closed. I mean, for me, that's, 1500, so that's still kind of, early in the day. But, man, today's pre-market, it went from, here to low of 47 all the way up to 90, 91. So I have a feeling we're going to end up trading this. Peggy has been doing pretty good, but then it goes down. So I'm wondering if we're going to be on the upswing. I'll show you Peggy on this other screen here in a minute. IMPX. I don't like the way that one is setting up. As you can see, the chart is just kind of... We're going to keep an eye on that one. There doesn't seem... I mean, it has 2.2 million in volume. I don't know. I don't think I like that. That one, nope. That's going down. 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 We already got that one, I think. Oh, wait, nope. AGFY. I traded this one too, AGFY, last week, and I made some money on it. And lost money. Roblox. I know somebody who plays Roblox a lot. Looks like they're doing kind of alright. 11% climb today. 844 million shares already traded. I don't see anything else that's kind of sticking out at me, and we're getting down to the low gappers right this second. This one has a lot of volume, exchange fund. So this was being shorted heavily Thursday and Friday. So today it's not being shorted. I mean, not Thursday, Friday. You can see it had a really big red candle. So this was getting shorted huge. So there's going to be, this QQQ could have a situation where it can actually skyrocket. Because all those people that were shorting it are going to have to buy it back in. So all the people that were shorting it, if we have a good green day on the triple Qs, we could see a good climb on that one. And it's up 5.74% already. China. Boy, that stock really took a huge tumble. It's starting like it's looking up a little. Where'd it go? Oh, it just fell off my list. Well, I guess we don't need to worry about it. So, really not that many stocks we're looking at today. Don't need half of these here. We got stuff across the top. Oh, we got AGFY in here twice now. this is not looking good. You can see this one gapped up a few times going up and then crashed hard. Climbed up a little bit, but I mean, it is trading over the general high right this second. But too much room for it to go down. It has a lot of room that could go up, but I don't like that one. Especially when we have FNHC, just it's doing fairly well. So there's quite a bit of movement in the market right this second. That's a good thing. So the game plan for today is we may make a big trade on FNHC. Let me pull that up on this big screen. Yeah, we might make a trade on this one. When I say trade, I'm talking about like maybe 2,000 to 5,000 shares in just one purchase, or 1 to 5. That would be putting up about 25% of my actual account's cash value and a very small portion of my trade value. So you can see all my information up here in the top left corner where you see my mouse. Like I've done everything else, I show everything. So now it's a little bit of a waiting game. All right. Let's take a look at news. Well, LFG hit the news here, but we already had LFG on our list and kind of rejected it. It does have almost 1.6 million shares traded, but VEV. I don't think we saw that. Oh yeah, we did. That's a auto manufacturer in Canada. 5.4, but they're trading down, so it's gapping down, not gapping up. Yeah. So, no really recent news. Let's take a look at Ford, since that's the stock I'm in. other than some guys saying that they think, you know, a auto manufacturer is going to be making profit even during a recession. During a mild recession. Honestly, I think that's kind of stupid because, of course, a auto manufacturer is going to be doing all right. Just because it's a recession doesn't mean that in today's day and time, you know, you're not going to just go down the road in a horse and buggy unless you're Amish. So, you know, they may not sell as many new cars, but they cut back their workforce, you know, cut back on some of their investments, and trying to keep old cars on the road can be relatively expensive too. So they can, you know, easily provide a lot of parts. They can okay, so here's one of the main reasons why I'm invested heavily in Ford. If a war breaks out, and I'm talking about like World War III or a massive war, we'll just say massive war, I'm pretty sure Ford is going to end up getting a huge contract. The same way that they did during World War I and World War II. So if the U.S. goes to war, Ford has massive manufacturing capabilities here in the U.S. So from vehicles to tanks to planes to ammunition and bombs and everything, they can make just about anything, and they've done it before. I've not really traded, you know, Chevy, partly because the GMC brand had a bunch of problems a couple of years ago and got bailed out. And Dodge, I don't think they had the same manufacturing prowess as Ford does in wartime. Ford definitely has experience going through that more than once. So, let's say in a worst case scenario, I see Ford getting a bunch of work through that. If Ford doesn't break out and we see a economy that is going up in value, the world, you know, becomes roses and flowers and daisies. You know, Ford is sold around the world, and once the chip manufacturing issue is taken care of, I think we're going to see the Ford vehicle or the Ford sales go up drastically. Ford has also shown a huge willingness, even during the COVID time, to retool their manufacturing facilities to make masks or the ventilators and whatever else. So Ford has no problem in retooling to make something different. That's the reason why, you know, I will hold Ford even if I'm losing, because if Ford is down, I honestly think it's a buy-in opportunity. So I'm generally always trying to increase my shares, but when I think there's a drop coming, you know, sell, you know, 100, 200 shares and then buy back down lower to pocket a little bit of quick cash. But my goal, if I can keep doing it, I want to get up to like 1,000 shares. Ford is kind of like my long-term goal. So I'm just looking over here at my charts for everything else. Of course, this one is climbing. It's doing great. Let's take a look at the 15-minute chart. Perfect. We have not had a pullback. So I don't want to buy into it right this second. I want to wait until market open. Because like I said, I'm probably going to buy in pretty deep. So I want to be able to get in and get out. Because, well, I've lost money on this one before. I see it can open and just go up, but then straight down. Or here, where it opened here, it got all the way up here. And then it was like, we're going to go all the way down. So, and on the 30th of last month, you can see it was at a low of 9.5 cents. So, we're not talking about that many days. And it went from 9.5 cents to we're probably going to be breaking $1 today. Crazy profit margins. If you bought it here, even if you bought it here or here or here or anywhere here. Honestly, even if you bought it right here at the 50 mark, you sell it at $1 today. You're doubling your money. So if you bought 5,000 shares, you made $5,000. Or no, not 2,500. I mean, that's just crazy. So yeah, the volume here is still doing really well. Oh, we got a lot of sales coming in now. And then Ford is going up. Excuse me. Yeah, I have a feeling that Ford is going to do alright today. No. We got a pretty good strength setting up here. 84 there. So this could see a dip down potentially, but it's looking like people are buying into this a little bit more. Got a lot of retail sellers in here. A lot of 1 shares, 10 shares, and 80 shares, 5 shares, 3. So a lot of retail guys. But starting to climb up. We're not making new low lows. Not making new high highs though. So it's starting to get into a little bit of a channel. Or wedge. Probably wedge. I don't really trade on the shapes. Some people do. I don't. I just kind of try to note it to have, just my own idea. So I made $17 so far today. Yay! Actually, I have $17 profit, but I actually made $81. That's my open P&L. And yes, I'm eating chocolate. Alright, let's take a look at this watch screen again. So INPX is pulling ahead. We got a little bit of a green candle going. It's at 840. 75% climb. Maybe it can break 10. If it breaks 10, 10 to 12 is possible. We're not quite out of that hole yet. So yeah, I don't know. If you had bought that Friday, you're making good profit today. I'll put that up on the big screen. We'll take a look at it here. So yeah, we can see rising volume. That's the blue lines down here. Yeah, it's gonna go on a climb up. There's more support than resistance. So there's a sellers coming in now, but they're not gonna hold it down. It's gonna go up. Unless a lot more sellers start coming in. I think we're about to break 850 here. Honestly. That's where you got some people starting to stick up. They're not looking to go down. I want to see if I'm right. We got some sellers coming in. We can see some bigger sell-offs here. But the bulls are winning. It's moving up towards that 850 slowly. Looks like the bears have kind of took over a little bit. It lost some steam. Yeah, it had some decent steam there for a second. We got about 15 minutes to open. Yeah, 15 minutes and 30 seconds, give or take. I'm gonna turn off my face camera for a second. Because honestly, all we're doing is sitting here and waiting. I'm gonna get on my phone. Weather. What is the weather gonna be today? So Oklahoma, just north of Dallas, near Oklahoma, there's a freeze warning. Okay, that's fun. But our weather is 61 degrees. No rain, it looks like. Beautiful weather though. It's going to be in the 60 degrees. Later on tonight, it's going to dip down to the 40s. Tomorrow, we're going to see 30 degrees. Interesting. And then we'll warm up going later the week. So tomorrow's going to be a pretty cool day. So, cool. How's the weather looking like around the whole country? So, actually, back when I was trucking, I had to use apps like this all the time. So, you just kind of get used to it. Because you always have to look at, you know, what the weather's doing all over. I don't know. I've gotten interested in it. So people up in Minnesota area, Minneapolis, you're looking at freezing weather. North Dakota, you're at 20 right now. Damn, that's cold. I guess while we'll wait for the 15 minutes, the coldest weather I ever driven in was negative 50, negative 60 degrees. That was cold. That was very cold. So let's go up to this screen. So this has turned down a little bit. I'm glad I didn't go into it, because there is going to be a pullback. How much is it going to pull back? I mean, we just don't know. Peggy is not really doing much, but Peggy has been very interesting. Just switch to the day on here. So it's had a lot of green days, a lot of gapping, from a fairly low number. It had a really big tall candle here. I traded it on, I think, this day, and this day. Didn't trade these 2 days. Lost money here because I was thinking it pulled back and it was gonna, you know, run up. It didn't. But that's why I'm kind of just keeping an eye on that one, because this one can do some pretty cool stuff. This one is not doing anything. GGE, I'll show you the day chart, has had a pretty good run from 66 to a fairly nice curve up. It's been gapping almost every time. Today it's down. I don't know. I think we're gonna open a little bit below, but it's had a really good run. So I don't know if this is going to continue as in for another red candle day, or if we're going to see it turn up and hit, you know, the highs it did, you know, here, you know, climb up. The volume is kind of low on it, so I would not want to go into a heavy, you know, 1,000 shares or anything like that. But, you know, maybe 100 shares, just to kind of, you know, mark it, or I guess it could be interesting with a stop. You know, you went in it with 1,000 shares with a stop loss at, say, you know, maybe here, somewhere, you know, at the 195, 196, it'd probably be fine. You got a fairly decent chance it might climb up, and if it does, you'll make a couple bucks. If it climbs down, you're not going to lose that much. But yeah, 100 shares for this stock might be just right. So yeah, even if this one does take off, I'm not going to buy heavily. The other thing I can do is, let's take a look at what the market felt like the last 2 days. Actually, I got a few days here. I'll just minimize that one. Come back over to the main screen. Alright, so I take a copy of the FinViz page, the front page, every day at the end of close. So this was Friday. Oh wait, no, that was not Fridays. Where's Fridays? I might have accidentally put that in a different folder. I'll have to look for it later. Anyway, it doesn't matter. So, okay, this is Thursdays. Market was generally feeling quite green across the whole map. Traders felt fairly bullish. Market across the board was reasonably up. We see that was a stock that did fairly well. Lost money on it though. I got into it late. Before that, people felt pretty bearish in the beginning. Went a little bit bullish. Overall, ended bearish. Market was kind of red. Turned up a little bit there, but then, this one turned down. Very bullish. I mean, bearish. Overall, not a good day. And then kind of like the same here. So the first few minutes of really any trade day is important. But today, I think it's going to be kind of important to see how this week might go. So that's this screen here. This was Friday's, actually. Let me print that before it's lost. Save as PDF. Save. Let me just put it on the desktop. Oh, there it is. 10:14. We'll just put 10:14-1 maybe, and then I can check it later to make sure it's correct. So yeah, that's just what you do. So here you can see it opened fairly well, but then almost immediately turned down. Oh, that's already been cleared out. So we can't see how people felt throughout the day, but we can see the market was overall kind of green. Right now, I think this is accurate to now. Yeah, this is going to be accurate to today. So everything's looking fairly green and positive, so that's good. Hopefully that doesn't change. Although sometimes when every sector is doing good, it could be a little bit hard to try to get some momentum in one sector for us to, do some momentum trading, which is what I'm trying to do. But overall, I want a rising market, not a crashing market. So hopefully this continues. And then, all right. Shortly after opening, we're gonna put in a 5%, up on change from open, so that way we can filter this whole list down, to a much smaller window of targets. now it's just a waiting game. Ford just made a new high, 1179. I mean 77, 97. Ugh. This is finished on its pullback. It's climbing before pre-market. We're still climbing in pre-market. So when the market opens, I actually quite expect that one to do fairly well. I just pulled that up on the big screen. It looks like we have some retail people in it. There's some bigger shares. 27,000, 2,000, 2,000. Oh, there's a 6,000. Somebody just bought 6,000 shares. And then we're gonna see that one probably start to climb up. You know, in trading, one of the important things sometimes, and it can be difficult, don't just jump in immediately. Sometimes you just gotta let things move. AGFY is looking decent. It's been trading pretty much straight with a slight up curve. So we might get a good trade on that one. FNHC seems like it's still going to be the winner today anyway. Alright, getting really close to opening. And there we go. Let's go ahead and get a 2,000 share order in. Let's see what happens. I'm probably going to take a trade here. So, a huge amount of volume. 1.5 million shares traded already in the first minute. I don't like the way that opened up right away. We're gonna keep watching. Okay. Now we're talking. If we break above here, we're definitely going to see a good run today. Volume is a little shorter. About to break a mill. There's a million. Barely broke a new high. It's not quite getting over $1. Breaking over $1, I found, sometimes can be very difficult. There's a lot of sellers right there. I think we're gonna break $1 though. Yep, there we go. Take a smaller share size, take a little bit less risk. We'll go in right there. Again, like I said, all we're going to try to do is make profit today. If it goes down maybe to here, I might buy again. Our 5-minute chart looks good. We got a very strong candle still. So yeah, that's exactly what I'm thinking right here. We're gonna still see a climb up. We're about to break the 104. There's the 100. We're gonna put a stop loss. We just hit the stop loss. Alright, so we're up 45 bucks. We'll see what happens. Probably buy back in here. That was a very small pullback. Oh. A bunch of sales kind of came in. What do we do? Do we buy more? This is the hard part. Get some profit in. So do you buy the low or cut your loss and get out? I'm gonna go ahead and cut my loss. Kind of watch it. Volume. I think we could see a climb. Wow. Alright, we're gonna wait. We'll just keep an eye on this. Maybe upgrade our shares a little bit. Let's see what this candle does. The 5-minute candle still looks good. And the volume is a lot short. So we could see a pullback in price. Or the volume can skyrocket and we see a rapid climb. It's two different ways it can go. Market is feeling pretty bullish. I mean, other than some of these bull crap stocks I'm in, I feel kind of bullish too. This one has hit the radar a few times. Ford went down a little bit. It's climbing back up. But I feel a little bullish. SP 500. It's doing up. It's starting to go. Let's go back over to that. Got here just for the red candle. So this lower price is getting heavily rejected. You can see some of the big shares that are coming in on that. But there's still some big ones coming in that it's dragging it back down. You know, profit is profit, so we're at $14 profit. I don't need to take a trade on it. Especially if something else opens up and gives us a opening. Which is what I'm looking at right this second. %, pullback on this one candle here. 5-minute candle. This red, no up, really Barely. Keeps getting rejected. Alright, now we're going. Oh wow, that was quick gap down. Same thing here. I don't know if we're going to get another trade on this one right this second. It seems like it has a lot of pressure. Maybe he bought the dip a little bit. This one is starting to go. So, opened up immediately down. It's back up. It's trading at the opening price. Some decent volume. There's a lot of sellers though. So they could run this back down if they really wanted to. Nope, a lot of buyers just came in. So you can see these two are the ones that are performing the best right this second. Oh, never mind. $584. Oh, that one went right back down. $28,900,000 shares. I don't like that. This one has gone down quite a bit. Ford is going down quite a bit. That kind of sucks. So they just had a bad rating at 9 o'clock, 9:04, New York time. So that would be earlier today. Some analysts was like, oh, they're gonna go down. I didn't think so, but well, honestly, today might be the end of the day. I might not be doing any more trades. Made a tiny profit. Profit, still profit. But I don't know if this one is gonna perform very well right now. It might later. But I'm momentum trading, and we can see the here. Yeah, you can. Alright, so the momentum here is getting lower and lower. So there's less people trading this. You know, here was 535 mil. So just lower volume, which brings some stability in the price. But I want volume. AGFY's volume is actually going up. It's at 2.2, 2.3. It's climbing fairly well right this second. Let's take a look at it. And we'll put a stop loss. We'll say stop loss right here. I don't think we're gonna hit it. Penny below. Shows some pretty good strength. Move stop loss up, so we're at 0 profit right here. Still looking fairly strong. Don't hit, don't hit, don't hit, don't hit, don't hit, don't hit. Keep going. Oh, I'm out. I made $1. Ah, yay. Alright. Try that again. There's some buying pressure. Okay, that just alleviated fairly quick. So there's a lot underneath this, which is the reason why it could keep going up. I think we're going to see a good break here. It's going to break a new high here. There's the new high. FNHC is not doing anything. Keep going. We gotta make money back for Ford. Ford has us down in the hole. showing some strength here. I am slightly 1,000 shares. That's 4,000. I'm in. So I got some risk. Ouch. Ouch. I'm gonna go ahead and buy back in. So we're now at 2,000. So if it fails, we're gonna get out quick. I think it's gonna go back up, so we should see a decent profit. $74 down. I'm done. That trade just, it felt like it could, on this candle here, it felt like it could go back up. It didn't. I'm glad I went in with a smaller share trade than I could have. Small loss, small profit. That kind of burns. On the 5-minute chart, this one is looking good. The 15-minute, the 5-minute. The 1-minute, not so hot. But I think that's going to be the end of the day for me. Let's take a look over here. Feeling a little bearish. SP 500 across the board is looking pretty good. That's just where I'm saying the volume is just not doing great. Ford is down. That sucks. Alright, well, that's going to be the end for today. Thank you for watching. Have a fantastic rest of your day.